Hello and welcome, fellow film buffs. I'm Zach Droll, and I'm here joined by my co-host and my hetero life partner, Hunter Vanaliro.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
So, what's up, man?
Nothing much, dude. This movie is like one of the greatest films of all time.
Actually, hold on a second. Because I had another sleepless night.
Oh, jeez. You
Crack
gotta
open a
love that.
monster.
We're reviewing a great movie this week. I can't wait to talk about it. This
We
movie it's so stupid and so, ugh, it's good.
But before we get into this movie, I kind of want to do a little impromptu review of Bo Burnham's Inside.
It was good. It's my review.
It's for me. I liked it a lot. I fully listened to it. Listened to every single song. It's on Spotify now, so I have that downloaded.
Yeah, I listened to it. I watched it twice. Still good. I don't know. I like a lot of Bo Burnham stuff. I have yet to watch his movies though, because
He's only done one, right?
He did
8th grade.
8th grade, and then he was in Promising Young Woman, which I have to watch.
Yes, I loved this special. A fun thing that I pointed out, or at least it came to my attention, because I was watching Bo Burnham and my friends yesterday, because we were getting, me and my other friend were getting the rest of the group into it, so we watched What, and then Make Happy. A lot of people didn't notice this, because this is some people's first Bo Burnham stuff, because he got popular on TikTok. At the end of Make Happy, he leaves the same guest house. I'm assuming that's a guest house that he was recording in. But you can also tell time has changed. When he's leaving Make Happy, he has a girlfriend. He's in a relationship. That's not the case inside, as it is strongly clear.
Well, Make Happy was made in 2016, 2017?
Yes.
Maybe 2018, maybe.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, so it's been a couple years.
No, but you would think maybe he would have settled down. Who knows?
He's young as hell, dude. He just turned 30.
But yeah, I saw that. I was like, man. And also, at the end of Make Happy, that the guest house only has a piano in it and a few other things. And of course, at the beginning of Inside, it's empty, and then it progressively gets filled with just production equipment.
Yeah, he's doing shit.
But I like this. It's a feel like this special gave me dread a lot.
Yeah, man, it's a little crazy. It's a little existential.
It is, and Bo Burnham is very good at that. A thing that I have said is I like Bo Burnham. He's one of my favorites because when he's on stage, you can feel his passion. You kind of don't get that with any other comics.
Yeah, some of them. I know what you mean, though. He's got this different kind of energy.
Yeah, because he feels like he actually has a lot more passion to it, and this is just a job for him. He actually cares about trying to make people laugh. But I digress. Other than that,
wait. Before we get into the film, Bo Burnham fun fact. I'm going to ask you before I reveal it. Do you know how tall he is?
I think he's 6'3".
He is 6'5". He is as tall as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's amazing.
It is ridiculous. He is so goddamn tall.
He is so goddamn tall. But hey, he was able to grow a beard.
Yeah, in the special, he's like, is the house big or is the house small or is the man big? And the answer, the man is big. He is 6'5". Anyway, back to the movie.
Yes, we are the box office losers. Each and every week we deep dive into the movie sphere to watch and review any and all films to ever grace the silver screen or your TV screen. This week we are talking about Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Hell yeah, man. Another View Askew.
Snoochie boochies.
It's another View Askew universe, man.
Yeah.
We're in there. I think this is movie 5 or 6. In the View Askew? I think it's 5.
We did Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy,
Dogma.
Dogma. Now
And this one.
So
yeah,
this
so
one.
5. Yeah, nice.
This was I think this is my third time seeing this movie or second time.
I've seen it many more times than that. I don't know 100% how many times I've seen it, but I've seen it a lot.
Yeah. Also, there is a lot of fucking people in this movie too. I'm looking at the cast.
Oh yeah, dude, this cast is nuts. It's everybody.
It's either people you can bring up, people you don't want to bring up, because either they're important, they're not important. Who knows?
Oh my god, yeah, the cast list is stupid.
Yeah, I copy and pasted from
we always do.
from our site, because I don't know what's not a key character, because it's a lot of fucking people.
I know which ones aren't key characters, but I'm going to say them all because a lot of them are celebrities.
Yeah.
So, it's always fun to mention the celebs.
So, to... dying.
He's dying!
Okay. So, to get into it, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is a 2001 American buddy comedy film written and directed by the one and only Kevin Smith. The fifth to be set in the View Askew universe. A growing collection of characters and settings that developed out his cult favorites, Clerks. It focuses on the two, eponymous characters played, respected by Jason Mewes and Smith.
Yeah.
So I remember I think I saw a random fun fact about just a movie that was filmed in 2001, completely off topic from Jay and Silent Bob. It was The Master of Disguise.
Oh god, yeah.
That terrible Danny Carvey movie.
Yeah, Dana Carvey.
I think during filming 9/11 happened.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for that fun fact, Holmes.
That's a fun, depressing fact. I found that out. Not a cool thing to know.
No. Now if I ever watch that movie, I'm going to be like, ruh-roh, when does it happen?
Apparently, it was during when they had to do the turtle stuff. So, like, Danny Carvey did a moment of silence in his turtle costume.
That's terrible to laugh at, but that is... Turtle.
For some reason, as a kid, I remember that movie being better. I watched it now, and I'm like, oh no.
Dude, that movie when I was a kid was the fucking funniest thing ever. I watched it again a couple years ago, and I was like, why?
This is so racist and so bad at the same time. That was a kid's movie, too. Didn't Nickelodeon, fucking produce that, or Paramount?
I wouldn't say kids movie. I would say, teen movie.
It was a movie that a lot of kids went to see with their parents.
Well, yeah, because Dana Carvey was from SNL, and then you watch SNL with your parents.
But I was just like, fuck.
Man, it is what it is.
But that's the fun fact. Hey, do you want to read off this cast list?
Yeah, man, I got this mega cast list. So, starting off, we got Jay Mewes as Jay/Chronic. We got Kevin Smith as Silent Bob and Blunt Man. We got Ben Affleck as himself, Holden McNeil and Chucky Sullivan. Got Jeff Anderson as Randall Graves, Brian O'Halloran as Dante Hicks, Shannon Elizabeth as Justice, Eliza Dushku as Sissy, Allie Larder as Chrissy, Jennifer Schwalbach as Missy. One of those ones is his wife. I think it's Jennifer. Will Smith. I wish. Will Ferrell as Federal Wildlife Marshal Will and Holly. Jason Lee as Brody/Banky. Matt Damon as himself and Will Hunting. Judd Nelson as DeSherf. Yeah, George Carlin as the hitchhiker who wants to give all the blowjobs. Carrie Fisher as the nun. Sean William Scott as Brent. Jon Stewart as Reg Hartner. Jules Ashner as herself. Steve Kometko as himself. Tracy Morgan as Pumpkin Escobar. I have a fun fact about him.
I saw.
Gus Van Sant as himself. Chris Rock as Chaka Luther King. Jamie Kennedy as Chaka's production assistant. Wes Craven as himself, because around the time of the filming this movie, in Scream 3, Jay and Silent Bob make an appearance along with Carrie Fisher. Shannen Doherty as herself. Mark Hamill as Cockknocker and the voice of Scooby-Doo. We got Mark Blucas as Freddy's lookalike. Matthew James as Shaggy's lookalike. Jane Sylvia as Velma. Carmen Lewin as Daphne. You got Diedrich Bader as Gordon the security guard. Jason Biggs and James Vanderbeek play themselves. Morris Day also plays himself. Brian Johnson is Steve Dave. Walter Flanagan is Walter. Renee Humphrey is Trisha Jones. Joey Lauren Adams is Alyssa Jones. Oh, they're from Chasing Amy.
Yes.
Dwight Ewell as Hooper Lamont or Hooper X. Oh, also from Chasing Amy. I didn't know he made an appearance in this. I forgot.
He was with Banky at the end.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Not Banky or whoever the fuck he plays.
Yeah, one of the two. Scott William Winters as himself and Clark.
Yeah, Banky.
Yeah, Banky. Not Brody. Brody's not the comic.
Yeah, so this cast was fucking huge.
Stoiked.
I was like, there's more people, by the way, on the cast list.
Yeah, it's like a fuck ton of people.
But a lot of them are like uncredited or in deleted scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Alanis Morissette for the end credit.
Yeah, because she's God.
Yep, and there's a bunch of other people, but shit, like this is a beefy cast. I would love to know if any of them regretted doing this film back in 2001.
I believe none of them regretted doing it. They just didn't want to do it at the same time.
Well,
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, I think
Oh.
I have this note somewhere in here. They owed Kevin Smith a favor because Kevin gave Harvey Weinstein the script to Good Will Hunting and told him about Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and that's why they got into the film.
Wait a minute. So, if it wasn't for Kevin Smith, Good Will Hunting would have never been. That's what the what?
At least it wouldn't have been produced at the Weinstein Company.
It shouldn't have been, to be honest, at this
Well,
point.
back in the day, we didn't know. Okay, it doesn't excuse it, but the movies are still good.
Yeah, they are still good. Some of the Tarantino movies, Good Will Hunting is an example. Haven't seen that movie, actually. I just know it's really good.
Neither have I.
Good, we
I
can
also
add that
just
to the
know
list
it's good.
eventually.
Yeah, we'll throw it on there somewhere.
So, now the budget of this film was a whopping $22 million, and its box office was $33.8 million.
That's a lot of Kevin Smith movies, though. They're mostly cult classics that his fans watch and love and buy the merchandise for, so the box office never makes that much.
Oh yeah, I want to find a Movies hat though,
You can probably find one at like freaking Spencer's or Hot Topic.
because I kind of want the similar one that Sam Bob has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of that stuff's easy to find. You just Google it, you'll find it.
We should definitely do like one of these years, months, days, weeks. Take a trip up to Jersey and go to the Quick Stop.
You go to the Quick Stop, we can go to the Secret Stash.
Because it's still those things will stay there till the end of time.
Well, fingers crossed. Yeah, I do want to go to Quick Stop, just for funsies, and also the Secret Stash because I like comic books. So it'll be fun. We can probably go. Maybe one of the times you're back from school.
Yeah, hopefully. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I won't be back a lot because remember I'm moving up there.
Oh yeah, your dad's going up there too.
Yeah, so like a day we'll plan like a time to meet up in Jersey.
Yeah, for sure. Or we can do it before you go up there.
Probably all depends.
We'll see. I got a vacation coming up in a month or two. So
I'm gonna be up in I'm gonna be up in not Jersey, upstate in a month because my mom wants to take a tour of the campus.
Okay.
Even though I'm going up there a month later.
Hey man, whatever.
Other than that, the film was originally titled View Askew 5. And the title was changed to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Filming began January 14th, 2001 and ended April 19th, 2001. Filming took place in New Jersey and in mostly California. On his podcast, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old, Kevin Smith explained at length on how much of a headache the film was to make, mostly owing it to Jason Mewes' drug and alcohol abuse, tuning him into a ticking time bomb, which threatened to shut the project down at any moment. During pre-production, Mewes would have constant mood swings due to heroin withdrawals, to the point that Smith actually threw him out of his car on their way to the set one day. Mewes would compensate for his lack of drugs by drinking heavily after every day of shooting, and nearly got into a fistfight with Scott Moiser when he had to come back one night for a reshoot while drunk. I wonder what scene that was.
Apparently there's some, like, we were watching Dogman, there are some notes about him, like, falling asleep during one of the scenes. There, you can probably, if you pay attention enough, you can probably tell when he's drunk.
Mm.
But I don't care if you pay attention enough.
When the shoot wrapped, Smith told Mewes point blank to get sober or he will never speak to him again.
And he did.
Yeah, like, hey, Jay turned his life around.
Yeah, he's got a wife and a kid now.
Yeah.
And he had his own movie called Method in the Madness, which I want to watch at some point. It's not tied to the View Askew universe, but it's made by Kevin Smith's production team.
Do you want to pick up the next paragraph?
Yeah, so, give me one sec. Ugh. In August 2001, 3 weeks prior to the release, the film came under fire from the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, or GLAAD, for its overwhelmingly homophobic tone, because the Jay is not a family-friendly character, which included an abundance of gay jokes and characters successfully using the term gay to mean something derogatory. The scenes deemed particularly offensive included Jay's vehement refusal of giving oral sex to a male driver while hitchhiking, and Jay chastising Silent Bob for being willing to perform fellatio on him to get the security guard to let him go. See, the scene where Jay is refusing to give oral sex has George Carlin going, "Hey man, love is love, do whatever you want." So I think they need to stop him at that one, because that scene has, both
sides of the fence.
Both sides of the story, yeah. And then the James Van Der Beek scene with where they first meet Jay and Silent Bob, they're talking about gay huddles and stuff. So yeah, I can understand what they mean. But the first scene with George Carlin, it's like, come on, that was okay.
Yeah.
Following the advanced screening of the film, former GLAAD media director Scott Soman asked Kevin Smith to make $10,000 donation to the Matthew Shepard Foundation, as well as include a reference to the GLAAD's cause in the ending credits, which I think he does. But Kevin Smith probably would have donated to GLAAD regardless. Kevin Smith donates a lot of money. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he would have done that anyway without them telling him to do it.
Yeah.
You can check this one out.
All right. Because Ben Affleck reprised his role as Holden from Chasing Amy in 1997, Kevin Smith had originally wanted to cast different actors to play Affleck and Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting spoof. Smith first considered casting Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, then Sean Wayne and Martin Wayne, before finally deciding to cast Affleck and Damon as themselves.
Imagine having Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, but they're played by the Wayans brothers.
That would have been... Oh my god.
That would have been such like a great meta joke.
That would have been...
Perfect. Icing on the cake, man.
I would have loved that so much.
It would have been super good. And then even Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, who were like the boys.
Yeah.
The Crashers.
The fictitious website, Movie Poop Shoot. Yep, that's the title. Yep. Is a major plot point. Movie Poop Shoot existed as an actual website before the film's release. A parody... Oh, I'm dying again. Sorry. A parody of the film's website. The site contained inflammatory posts towards Blumman and Chronic Strike Back, which were later read in the movie, including the immortal "Fuck Jay and Silent Bob, fuck them up, they're stupid asses." Yeah. The thread ends with Jay's you You Are the Ones Who Are the Ball Lickers. The false site also served as the home of the internet-only trailer for the film. Movie Poop Shoot has recently been converted into a bona fide website containing news and columns about movies, comic books, and music.
Interesting.
They
probably did that for the reboot.
I brought this up in my notes, but I'm just gonna bring it up here because it's always fun. I think like we would definitely be on moviepoopshoot.com.
For sure.
We have our own column there.
Yeah, maybe I'll check out the website later. See what it looks like.
Cool.
So yeah, I got some fun facts. So Tracy Morgan's drug dealer character was originally just an unnamed character, but Morgan came up with the name Pumpkin Escobar the day they filmed the scene. Morgan also came up with the idea of Escobar's sidekick Scott, reasoning he's the West Coast Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But I love Tracy Morgan. He just comes with a character. He's like, I'm not supposed to have a name, but I want a name. He probably looked at he probably looked at the ground, saw a sign, Pumpkin Escobar. Let's go.
Yeah, he's like, let's go. Another fun fact: Brody's comic book store, Brody's Secret Stash, is a slightly altered version of Kevin Smith's real-life comic book store, Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. The store is featured in the film was based on the California location that did close in the mid-2000s. Most unfortunate.
And
my final bit of factage.
Yeah.
The word fuck is used 248 times.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Think of the person who had to sit there and just click every time they heard it.
What do you mean?
Because you got those...
counting it, you mean.
Yeah, the counting thing.
Yeah, some people do that. They probably watched it a couple times and went, they say fuck a lot. Let's count it.
Yeah.
All right. On to the plot. Unless you got any more facts, buddy boy.
I don't. I am stupid.
You would be dumb. Anyway. The plot. Upon receiving a restraining order from Randall Graves for selling drugs outside the Quick Stop, Jay and Silent Bob learned from Brody Bruce that Blunt Man and Chronic, the comic based on their likenesses, is being adapted by Miramax Films. The pair visit Holden McNeil, co-writer of Blunt Man and Chronic, and demand royalties from the film, but Holden explains he sold his shares of the rights to the co-writer Banky Edwards. Seeing the negative reaction the film has received online, the pair set out for Hollywood to prevent the film from tainting their image, or at least to receive the royalties owed to them. En route, they befriend an animal liberating group, Justice, Missy, Sissy, Chrissy, and Brent. The organization is a front. Brent is just a patsy who will free animals from a laboratory as a diversion while the girls rob the diamond depository. Jay throws Brent out of the van to get closer to Justice, to whom he's attracted to. Justice is fond of the pair, but reluctantly accepts them as the new patsies. When the girls steal the diamonds, Jay and Silent Bob free the animals, taking an orangutan named Suzanne with them. They escape as the police arrive and the van explodes, which they believed has killed the girls.
Somehow.
Yeah. Federal Wildlife Marshal Will and Holly arrives oblivious to the diamond heist. He claims jurisdiction due to the escaped animals, all of which have been recovered but the orangutan. The officers find footage of a video Sissy recorded of Jay claiming he is the CLIT commander, while accompanying literature that CLIT is an acronym for Coalition for the Liberation of Inerrant Tree Dwellers.
Don't forget labia.
Will and Holly declares the crime is an act of terrorism and calls for backup to hunt the two most dangerous men on the planet. Seeking refuge inside a diner, Jay and Silent Bob dress Suzanne as their child. Will and Holly, facing the political repercussions of arresting a gay couple, lets them leave but quickly resumes the chase. The fugitives jump into a sewer system and Will and Holly is tricked into jumping off the dam. Suzanne is then abducted by a Hollywood animal acting agency, and Jay and Silent Bob arrive in Hollywood and find themselves in the background of an E-News newscast about their online threat against Miramax. Watching the news, Justice takes the diamonds to Hollywood to set things right. Will and Holly also leaves for Hollywood. Chased by studio security and reclaiming Suzanne from the set of Scream 4, Jay and Silent Bob end up in the dressing room of Jason Biggs and James Vanderbeek, the actors playing Blunt Man and Chronic. Suzanne beats up the actors, and Jay and Silent Bob assume their roles. Meeting racist director Chaka Luther King, they are forced to fight Mark Hamill, playing the supervillain Cockknocker. Will and Holly arrive to capture Jay and Silent Bob, but Justice protects them, admitting the CLIT organization was only a diversion. The other thieves arrive for a climactic final battle ensues. Jay and Silent Bob get their royalties from Banky after Silent Bob informs him he violated the original likeness rights contract by not getting their permission before selling the film rights to Miramax, and could face serious legal troubles. And Justice turns herself and her former team into Will and Holly in exchange for a shorter sentence and freeing Jay and Silent Bob. Jay and Silent Bob spend their royalty money locating everyone who expressed negative opinions on the internet about their movie and their characters, including children and the clergy, and travel to assault them.
Yeah.
The scene cuts to the audience leaving the theater having just watched the Blunt Man and Chronic movie to poor reception. Jay and Silent Bob with Justice and Will and Holly go across the street to enjoy the after party featuring a performance from Morris Day and The Time. After the credits, God closes the View Askew book.
Which was Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, the View Askewniverse book, it was closed after Jay and Silent Bob. And then immediately, like a year later, Clerks 2.
And then, fucking reboot.
And then, I think it's Clerks 2, one more movie, and then the reboot.
Mm.
I think. I gotta check out the Askewniverse. And then we got, the horror trilogy he's working on. He's got the third movie, Moose Jaw's, coming out. And then there's gonna be,
That's right, we gotta review Tusk. Fuck.
Yeah, there's gonna be a Clerks 3, and there's also gonna be a Mallrats prequel. So,
huh?
Yeah, it's called Mallrats.
Why do I have a feeling the cast of Stranger Things is gonna be in it?
That would be awesome.
That's what it's gonna be.
Oh, because the cast of Stranger Things are hot commodities right now.
Freaking, I could see like Finn Wolfhard being like Brody, to be honest.
That'd be funny. I don't know if they're gonna make it like their actual kids or if it's just gonna be them making a joke.
Well, it's either, well, if it's gonna be kids, it's either gonna be the cast of Stranger Things or the cast of It.
Or it can just be the cast of Mallrats, but you know.
Yeah, just like cut them at the knees.
No, just them looking younger with makeup.
We do have technology.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. I keep on forgetting. You bring up Kevin Smith's horror. That means we have to watch Tusk.
Tusk is good. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It looks
good.
so fucking bad.
Tusk it's better than Yoga Hosers.
I have Yoga Hosers. I haven't watched it yet.
Yoga Hosers is not that good. It's his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter, and they run the Canadian Quick Stop, and they get attacked by Nazi sausages. And that's
Hell yeah.
They get attacked by the Bratzies.
I bought Yoga Hosers for like $1 at Dollar Tree.
Nice. Dude, Tusk is like a really good movie. I don't know what the fuck you're complaining about.
It looks so bad.
It's not. It's really good. Anyway, let's get into the mid-movie notes.
You have none. I have a few.
Good. Get on it, son.
I mentioned I forgot how corny this movie was.
Corny or homophobic?
Corny. With a capital C. The fucking GOAT, George Carlin, R.I.P. the legend right there. Real life Scooby-Doo, don't know why. I believe we would be on that website of Movie Poop Shoot. And then we see Brent. I'm only calling him Brent right now, but he will forever be known as Stifler.
Yeah, it's the Stifler.
You cannot call him any other character. Just like Jason Biggs, he'll be known for one thing and one thing only.
Jason Biggs almost had a successful sitcom, but they cut it at the knees.
You'd think that they'd stop Jay from throwing out Stifler. No. And funny enough, after I wrote that note, I completely forgot they bring up why they didn't stop him. I was like,
sucks.
Oh, cool. This was the heist. I think I saw the documentary on YouTube, or like the behind the scenes. That was the last thing they filmed.
Well, because it's probably the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, because of explosions and animals and CGI.
And money.
Don't at me, but Justice is the only one rocking that full body suit, in my opinion.
You are wrong.
I'm sorry, that's just me right there.
The one he calls Jugs is also rocking it.
I
think that's Dushku.
I like the actress who plays Justice.
We all like Shannon Elizabeth. Elizabeth Shannen.
I brought this up knowing what we know about Jay during the time of this filming. You kind of feel bad because he's trying his hardest not to fuck up a lot. You can definitely feel it.
Well, yeah, he's trying his hardest because he knows he doesn't want to lose his friends and, career. Yeah. Even if his career isn't like the biggest thing in Hollywood, but he's made stupid money playing himself, basically.
Mm-hmm. Why are diamonds just laying like that? Normally, you don't see like a pile of diamonds like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just, you only see that in movies.
And this is a movie.
Yes. Here comes the boy Will Ferrell.
Yeah, the goat.
Coming up on the moped. Pretty much. Jon Stewart. I love Jon Stewart. One of my favorite, like news type comedians that was on Comedy Central. Because I typed this out and auto-corrected it to click, but no, it's supposed to be clit and labia. God damn it.
Clit Commander.
There is a clit organization and then there's a labia organization. I had to rewind this because I forgot what 1082 was. I rewound it. 1082 is disappearing a dead hooker from Ben Affleck's trailer. And then the legendary director of Wes Craven, an amazing director, Jason Biggs, James Vanderbeek. Jason Biggs is actually haunted by American Pie.
Yeah.
That's like his thing saying he doesn't want to be known as the pie fucker, but he's gonna be known as that.
Yeah.
I cannot say the full thing of NWP, but
oh, dude, I want to watch it.
But like Chris Rock said, he came up with the idea for Sesame Street, but he was gonna call it NWP. Just think of NWA, but just replace the A with a P. Best way to put it.
Replace the attitude with puppets.
Yes. And then Mark Hamill for the win. That was like my favorite scene.
Oh, dude, Mark Hamill's great. Whenever he shows up and stuff, it's like, oh my god.
So the reviews of this film go from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back received a mixed reviews from critics on review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes. The film has an approval rating of 53% based off of 152 reviews and 75% from the audience based off of thousands of reviews, with an average rating of 5.60 out of 10. The site's critical consensus reads, fans can expect a good laugh at the cast from Smith's previous film, reunite on Jay and Silent Bob, Bob's Last Bow, the loose plotting and crude language may be too much for others, though, which is very respectful.
It's bueno.
You gave it a lot higher than me.
I love this movie.
I gave it like somewhere in the middle because it's good, but it's not perfect to me.
No, I didn't give it a perfect score. I just gave it a higher score than honestly it deserves. But I don't know. I like this film a lot. It's very stupid and very fun.
So hit us off with that good review, Hunter.
So we got a good review from Bill Gilborn of Pop Matters. We should have got a review from Poop Shoot, man. Missed opportunity.
Fuck off.
Like one massive inside joke that only regulars to the View Askew universe will get, Jay and Silent Bob is the ultimate measure of Smith's undeniable nerdiness. That's facts.
And because I gave it the lesser score, this is from PJ Nabor of Patrick Nabor website. This guy plugged his own shit, and he was the only decently bad review that I didn't have to go to a website for. Though it earns the odd chuckle on occasions, it essentially just an elongated and largely pointless spoof movie designed only to glorify Smith's own
hermetic
movie world. Thank you.
Which is facts, but also like it's fun.
Yeah. So Hunter, hit us off with that review first.
My review, I gave it 8. I think I did this last time. Snoochie Booches out of 10. I either did Snoogans or Snoochie Boochies. Every time there's a Jay and Silent Bob movie or any View Askew, I'm probably going to rate it with Snoochie Boochies.
Mm-hmm.
Just a heads up.
Fair.
So, my little explanation, I said, despite the poor aging of this film, it's great, and that it's a wonderful culmination, until obviously the sequels came out later on, of the View Askewniverse. So this movie came out in 2001. I believe Clerks 2 came out in 2006. So 5 years later, he opened up the book of the View Askewniverse again. Because in between that, I think he did Cop Out and another movie. Zack and Mary Make a Porno, I think, was 2004?
I think so. I think Cop Out was 2009.
Really? I'll double check while you read your review.
Mm-hmm. And I gave this 6.5. Yo, baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat guy in an overcoat?
Yes.
Out of 10. This movie is just so much fun. Yes, it aged like milk, but that milk is a nice cheese now, to be honest. But with that said, this movie is a classic and a nice popcorn flick, and, well, it's a movie worth watching every now and then.
Yeah.
It's a movie that you can definitely go like, hey, I'm kind of in the mood for a stoner movie, but I don't want to watch Harold and Kumar. That's pretty much the best way to put it.
Oh, and I was wrong about some stuff.
Oh, what?
So, in between, he only did Jersey Girl. Then it was Clerks 2 in 2006. Zack and Miri was 2008. Cop Out was 2010.
Oh, it was close.
Red State was 2011. And then Tusk was 2014. And then he's back to his bullshit with Yoga Hosers, Holidays. He had a movie called Hollyweed, which was supposed to be a show but didn't get picked up.
I watched the first episode of that. I think that was on YouTube.
It's the only episode. Fun fact.
So cool. Yeah, because that's where they describe dickweed to audiences and what that term means.
No.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got nothing else really to think of. For the listeners on YouTube, I'm going to be putting a lot more effort in to stuff for you guys. As long as, along with the audio listeners that you guys saw, I, instead of me doing what I normally do, I don't put stuff in. Like, I added the TikTok clip for the episode last time. I'm going to be adding pictures. When we say pictures, like at the beginning of the episode, you're going to see the clips, or at least the small little pictures from Make Happy and Inside. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull that up on the screen. I'm trying to put a lot more effort in, trying to do that, but I am a very lazy person, and I edit way too much. I'm a workaholic.
Yeah, I mean, we're all lazy and we're all lazy workaholics. It's a contradiction that everybody lives. If you can do it, do it. Every once in a while, if you don't have the time because of school or something, it's okay.
Well, no, it's always
the podcast audio is still always pretty solid. So
it's like I try to do it, but also I forget. I go like, oh, okay, I'm done. Then I'm like, oh, I already posted on YouTube, but I forgot to add like a 5-second picture, and damn it.
Yeah,
but,
like you said you were going to do it, and then you didn't.
Yeah, like I did that so many times, so many things. There's so many inside jokes now that we have.
Yeah, it happens.
Like the picture of freaking, you know what? I'll like the picture of goddamn the guy who plays Harry Potter. Fuck. The fucking like eyebrowless.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes. That name escapes me. I sent you a picture a while ago of an eyebrowless version of Daniel Radcliffe.
We'll put it up right now.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I was gonna add that I never did. So,
put up all the pictures you were gonna add right now.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh man, what a loser!
Fuck you.
You just said I'm gonna put in more effort, and then you're just like, I'm not gonna do it. Ugh, seeing Bob and Harvey Weinstein get credit in this is just killing me. It's just killing me.
I'm surprised they didn't have cameos in this movie.
I mean, they're not really like those kind of people, you know.
Well, Harvey Weinstein is, to be honest.
I've never seen him in movies.
I have a feeling he would throw himself into his
Maybe.
own shit. I'm trying to find the picture of Daniel Radcliffe. I sent it to you.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I'll never forget. Like, it was the most funniest thing in the world. Where is it? And I hope you guys weren't too, actually, we have a small audience. Can't really say I hope you guys weren't too upset about our schedule change. Doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, no, we had to change some stuff around because I got a new job.
And
we might even have to change more stuff around once you get up to college and you see your schedule. So, we'll adjust accordingly.
If we can keep it on a Saturday.
Well, you have homework to do, dude. I'm not gonna let you
I will
fail
get all that
school
done
because we
before
want to talk about movies.
I'll get that done before the weekend.
You say that, and then you'll be dormant and partying and hanging out with boys late at night on a Friday, and you're not going to want to wake up at 8 a.m. to film a movie podcast.
Well, that's why we could try to bump it to, like, an afternoon at best.
Well, I got to make... So right now I'm working both my jobs because we haven't found a replacement for me at the comic book store.
Oof.
So I'm currently working at both jobs. Once they find a replacement for me, I will have my Saturday afternoons free. So we could probably do it at, like, 1 o'clock-ish once I... leave that job, or once I get less hours at that job, because I think I'm going to stay on Sundays. We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all an adjustment period.
Yeah, but
all right.
Other than that, though, I'm gonna hit it off with this outro.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on Instagram at Box Office Losers and on Twitter at Box Office Loser for up-to-date news, posts. The Twitter kind of goes dormant every now and then up until.
So does the Instagram.
Yeah, up until someone threatens one of us to break our kneecaps, and then we decide to post. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to wherever podcasts are found. Leave a review on whatever podcast platform you are on. Share with your friends, family. Do whatever you can to help promote us. I'm going to try to look into some podcast networks, see if we can get into some things.
Yeah,
I'm going to put our hat out there. Just cast the line out there. Hopefully someone takes the bait.
Hopefully someone's stupid enough to pick us up.
and if it's like a not paid for network job, I don't care as long as our podcast's on a big platform.
We're definitely not going to get paid to do podcasts, Zachary.
Well,
at least not through a network.
Up until sponsors go, yo, I'll give you some money if you can promote Manscaped and shave your balls for us.
I'll post a picture of my shaved balls if they give us money.
No. No.
I'll go, this is the power of Manscaped, baby. Like the Pine Sol commercials. That's the power of Pine Sol, baby.
Alright, Hunter, where can we find you?
You can find me at Scruffy Moose Man all over the interwebs. You can also find me at Andrew's Amazing Podcast every Wednesday. It's a comic book podcast I do with my co-worker at the Comic Book Store. You can also find me every Thursday at Farthest Galaxy, a Star Wars podcast. This week, it's the next week. I think we're talking about Clone Wars. Again, for the final time, we're doing a retrospective. So, we talked about Clone Wars a lot, but there's 7 seasons of it, so give us a break. We're almost done. Zach, where can we find you?
You can find...
Yeah, okay, good. I wanted to make sure I didn't just blank out on you saying everything before.
No. I didn't say everything. Because I went on a long rant about the outro.
I want to make sure.
You can find me at Dark Shadow Zake literally everywhere social media platforms are. You can also catch me every... I can't give a solid day for the AEW injection as right now because the NBA finals are happening. So you can catch me whenever on the Sports Hit List Facebook page for the AEW injection. You can also catch me either on a Friday or a Monday for the Pro Wrestling What Ifs. It's a series that I host where I pose the question of the what ifs and I see if my panel of guests can create a solid, cohesive story that fits the narrative of that said what if. You can also just catch me here. I got nothing else planned. Other than that, though, guys, we do appreciate you, and we'll catch you all next time for the episode of... Scroll back up. The Goonies.
Ooh, Goonies.
You got
Can't
Goonies
wait to
next
talk
up.
about that shit. Goonies is fire.
I'm going to be buying that digitally, so expect... If that's on Movies Anywhere, Hunter, I'll let you know.
Sounds cool.
Alright, guys. Peace out.
Peace.